Alright, this is a video on the Waeco CFX 95 on how to change the thermistor. There's plenty online, YouTube and that about the earlier models without the dual zone and that. Nothing about these, they're totally different. So there's this cover here, screws that run all the way around here, just pull them out, it comes off quite easy. You can unplug all the bits and pieces in behind here and take that totally out of the way if you want, but you really don't have to. And then we take the screws out from here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 screws around here. These are already loose. Just take this one here, loosen this one off. And then you've got to bend this bracket out here just to get that out of the way so you can move everything out of the way. These are already been loosened. And you just got to be a little bit gentle with it because there's all copper lines in underneath there. You don't want to kink them or crack them. But there's a bit of length to them, which does give you a bit of room to move. That's about all the room you sort of really need. Is that there? And then in under here, you have to locate the red. This little red one is for the rear compartment, the one furthest away from the motor. No, that's actually the front one because it's a shorter one. The white one is the rear one, the most furthest away, so it's got the longest line. So this is the one I'm after. That's the error code 2 that's popped up, so you can give that a little wiggle, pull that out, and then you can work your way through, just push it through and this way, and that's the one that's starting to come out there, and you just got to wiggle your way through there and bring it out. You'll want to catch on everything. There we are, that's it out there. And then that comes through down in here. So that's that one there that you can see wobbling around. So that's right in the back of the cabinet there. So there's a little saddle there, you need to undo a screw. And that white sort of a paste, and that's got to go on the new thermistor. That helps it conduct better. Just pull that one right out, and that's the rear compartment. There we go, and that's that one out. Pretty straightforward. Over here, they didn't have the rear ones, the rear compartments, they did not have it in stock. They only had a front one which is shorter, but it is long enough to do the job, and that's the red plug. But the plugs are identical anyway apart from colour, and that can go in. So you do need, there probably is enough of the paste that's already up in there. You probably should go to, you can get it from Waeco or any portable fridge mechanics and get some of that off there, put it around there, slip it straight back in there. Alrighty, I'll put the conductive paste on the end here. Don't forget there'll still be probably quite a bit still inside the cabinet there. So we'll put that in. Just go through the side here. Pushes in pretty easy, all the way till you can't go anymore. No problem, that's it. We won't take it back all the way around the front and come all the way back through again because this one's a little bit shorter. We're just going to keep this beside the cabinet here and then plug it back into there. I can't see a problem with that, so that's the way we'll do it. There's this black stuff here, it's like a plasticine sort of stuff. You've got to put that back around where that wire came out, and that helps with insulation. Just mould that back around. And that's it. This is the little saddle that came out earlier that holds the two thermistors in, and this is going to be a real bugger to put back in, so we'll see how we go. This is probably the most awkward bit of the whole lot because it's got to go around both of them. So it's all hands in. Alright, I've just put that saddle on the around that sensor there, around that wire. You can't really see it. I didn't show you me doing it because you don't want to hear me swearing, and that was honestly the most trickiest bit of this whole project. Also just noted on here, because I've got 2 red plugs now, outer red is the rear compartment, but that's just for my own benefit for later. Now this wire will now run, it'll just loop around at the side, probably can't see too well in there, around the side of the cabinet. So it's not going to go right around the front, it's not long enough, and it really doesn't need to, it's not going to fail on anything. So the next step is just plugging that back into where it's got to go. Which isn't easy. Oh, let me tip that plug the other way. There we go, that's it. And if you own one of these fridges, you're really going to want to know how to change these things, because I've had this for 4 years, and every 12 months this exact same one stops working. Now it's out of warranty, they don't want to know about it. But it's pretty easy to do. And just down the bottom here where the copper wires go through, just make sure all this black, that same sort of plasticine type stuff, is all pushed in around the cabinet, around the copper hoses, so it's got good insulation. Because when you move it out, it does come away from the cabinet a bit. It's all inside there. Alright, so that wire will sit nicely along the side of the cabinet there now. And that's it. We'll throw it all back together. Which is all pretty straightforward. Bend that bracket back to where it's got to go. That's it. And then screw away. That's it. I won't bore you with the rest. That'll do.